Right, well, it's not all been about football this afternoon. They say that every dog has its day. And one of the canine fraternity caused quite a bit of consternation at Lingfield this afternoon, harassing the leaders in the 2:15 race there. He certainly put some bite into the afternoon's proceedings. Or maybe he should have been at home for the scheduled appearance of the great Ballyregan Bob, trying to make greyhound history with a record sequence of 21 straight wins. A big crowd at Bob's home track to see if he could break West Park Mustard's 11-year-old record of 20 wins, equalled by Ballyregan Bob 2 weeks ago in that controversial race at Wembley when his great rival Scurlogue Champ failed to finish. Well, could Bob do it today? Our man at the track, Reg Guthrie.
So trap one then in the red jacket. This is Disco Clipper from Brighton, trained by Gordon Hudson. Has 62 races. He was a finalist in the Suffolk St Ledger and the Stewart's Cup. Ran second to Ballyregan Bob. Trap two then, blue jacket, Glenowen Queen, trained by Dick Hawkes at Walthamstow. Has won 14 of 31 races and held track records at Milton Keynes and Ramsgate. Coming in there in the white jacket, black greyhound, Irish trained, Trackman. That's Adam Jackson at Wembley. Last race here in July and has dead heated for second place behind Ballyregan Bob. Trap four, Wyoming Ivy, Irish train. This is the oldest greyhound in the race. Good and middle distance one. This had a joint track record with Trackman, 6:55 at Wembley. Derek Knight trains that. That's local. So there's the star of the show then, Ballyregan Bob, George Curtis's greyhound, the one that we're all looking at, of course. 30 wins in 36 races and going for the record. What more can you say about it? This is the longest distance that he's had to run. 7:15 metres is the longest. Lady opinion, nice looking little lady, 50 races. Phil Rees at Wimbledon trains this one. She's won 3,450 and also held track records at Slough. Very strong finisher, that one. So the hare then well on its way, and there's quite a cheer from the crowd on the rails, and especially those near the trap, to watch this big hero now going off. And he's flown the trap out, but he hasn't led the field, gone to the first bend, and it's fairly bunched with two on the rails. But there goes Ballyregan Bob in the orange jacket on the outside. What a fine greyhound this is. He looked like getting headed at the first bend, and we can hardly hear with the crowd roaring with us there. First time round, it's Glenowen Queen chasing him then, but there's the great dog out in front. He hits the sand bends, but he doesn't have any change in stride at all. He really loves it. He's almost catching the hare, it would seem, as he's creating not only daylight, but practically a tunnel between him and the rest of the field. Anything from 4 to 1 to 9 to 2 on. It's all about all over, bar the shouting, and who's going to come second now for this record 21st win for Ballyregan Bob, and Trackman is second.
So, well done to Ballyregan Bob. His owner, £3,000 the richer. And that'll come in handy over Christmas. And a nice new jacket for Bob. I think would much prefer a big, juicy bone. The price is 100 to 30 on Ballyregan Bob, 10 to 1 Trackman.